start first with monitoring. We need to be able to monitor our environment and our applications, both on premises or on the cloud, be it on a single cloud or multi-cloud. So that's sounds like a daunting task. Think about if you have everything on premises, you deploy all these different applications, services, environments. You have to ask this team to check theirs, another team to check theirs, trying to get, a big picture of what's going on your company. It will be a very daunting task. But Azure makes it a lot easier for us. How does that happen? So a few things we'll talk about. We'll talk about Azure Advisor. Obviously, it gives you hints, like a wizard. And Azure Service Health gives you an overview of what's going on with your resources, what's going on with your region, what's going on with Azure globally. And then we'll talk about Azure monitoring tools like the log analytics, the log monitor alerts, as well as application insights. All right, that's it. Let's dive right in. It's going to be real simple, nothing very technical. So to start with, you have Azure Advisor. So Azure Advisor just evaluates your resources and makes some recommendations to help you improve. So for instance, if you're deploying a virtual machine or if you're deploying a virtual desktop, then it might give you some hints. Maybe you need to add more space to be able to run an application, and it will give you different categories of hints. Well, I don't want to say hints, but recommendations is a better term. For instance, things that would help you to be more reliable. Let's say, okay, maybe you want to back up your data, or maybe you want to set up some kind of redundancy. And then with security as well, we'll probably encourage you might want to grant permissions, not to a specific user. You might want to grant it to a role and then add the user to that role and so on. And your performance as well. As you can see on here, this is a dashboard showing you some of the advice that you have. So there's 4 recommendations for reliability. There's about 31 recommendations for security, and it tells you the different impacts. 20 of them are high impact, 4 of them are low impact. Performance looks good. You're following all the performance recommendations. And the cost, it's also telling you there's one thing that's impacting your cost very highly to medium, and it gives you an idea on that. So once you get these suggestions, it's up to you, again, to decide, do you want to take action immediately right away? Do you want to postpone it at some other time, or do you want to dismiss it altogether? So in this case, it's looking at 2 of your subscriptions. So you can look at each subscription individually, or you can look at each region or each type, the ones that are active, the ones that are not active. You can filter this out to be able to set it up. Also, you can create alerts to be notified when new recommendations are available for you. So that's a very powerful tool. Again, it helps you out to be able to have recommendations based on availability, security, availability, in other words, reliability, cost, operation excellence, and so on. All right. So Azure Advisor, and sometimes it pops up when you're trying to create a resource advising you, add this, remove this, change this, and so on and so forth. All right. After that, you want to take a look at your service health. So service health does 2 things. You look at your overall status. Sometimes if there's a maintenance in a region going on, Azure is going to alert you and let you know. You would see this icon to show that the zone is affected. Maybe if there's a catastrophe in, I don't know, West US or East US or in Australia, Sydney, then you have some kind of a red triangle out here telling you something happened and the services will be down. Okay, so that will be the global view. You can also filter it based on your subscriptions, the scope, region, and so on and so forth. That is a global view. Also, you have a detailed view of each of your services or each region. If all your deployments are in South America, for instance, then it's going to give you details about that region. And if all your deployments are virtual machines, it's going to give you an idea of, hey, all our virtual machines are up and running, good. We have maintenance scheduled for next week or every other week or every other month and so on. So it gives you that idea. But you also have resource health. Resource health is specific to your resources, the ones that you have. So if you don't have any virtual machines deployed, you're not going to have resource health on virtual machines. If you have just the containers deployed, you're going to have information about your containers. Your containers look like they're running good, or they're having performance issues, then you're going to get feedback on that. And that's about it. Next up, we want to look at Azure Monitor. Again, Azure Monitor, it helps you in a bunch of different ways. Not just does it monitor what is on your Azure cloud, it also monitors what is on your premises. It also goes ahead and monitors multi-cloud. Multi-cloud, again, has to do with when you have services in multiple cloud providers. AWS, Google Cloud Service, IBM Cloud, Amazon, or sorry, AWS is Amazon, Azure Cloud, all of those are being collected, as you can see on here. They're being collected, analyzed, and you can visualize them. You can also act on them. So all of these workloads come in as an input. You have infrastructure on Azure platform or different other sources. Okay, they get saved in data platform, depending on where you want to save it. These are all databases. Okay, once it's saved, the metrics, logs, and traces are all analyzed. It could be in real time, it could be accumulated, and run in a batch process. Based on that, you can get the different experiences visualized in a dashboard, maybe depending on how you want to do it. Analyze it, come up with some business decisions, and then maybe notify via email or text message a particular team that needs to be notified. Or you can auto scale. If you need more instances of the resource, then you can go ahead and create those. And then finally go ahead and integrate that in your logic apps. All right. So some tools that you use, as you can see on here, you can use log analytics tools. You can also use monitor alerts. As you can see, alerts are being sent out. Or you can use application insights, which will give you more details on your application. All right. And just like that, we're done with the first part. So quick quotes of the day. Technology is best when it brings people together. As you can see, cloud helps us get from a global perspective to a village perspective. So everybody can dig in, and together we can and we will. All right. What questions do we have on the first part, which has to do with monitoring? We talked about those three things. No questions. So let's carry on with second part.